Hi there, how are you doing? Are you good? Great, here we are indoors. Nice and sunny outside, but I'm in here because it's boring out there. So check it out. Everything, every object has a frequency it naturally resonates at. So that wall there is going to resonate at a lower frequency. These are light and fluffy. They're going to resonate at a higher frequency. Here we have pancake. Doorknob, hard, stiff. That's going to resonate at a higher frequency. Now the door itself, 50 to 150 hertz, something like that. Radiator. Sounds like probably 250 hertz, something like that. There's going to be a range of resonances coming off this. This right here is actually separate from the main part of the radiator, so that's going to have its own resonant frequency. And right here we have this JBL. Going to be using that. And another example of resonances, glass. Fairly high frequency. Alright, so check it out. This is a microphone right here. That there is telling me what key the sounds you're hearing are in. And that there is kind of obvious. That's the frequency of the sound. So here we have the glass and 1200 hertz D7. Here we have a water jug. Apparently that's 64 hertz. Something like that. Okay, so right here we have an EQ, Fab Filter Pro Q, and you can see all the sounds being displayed right there. So what I'll do is I'll do a bit of this. So you can see these peaks, there's more than one. And if I put the cursor across this, Alright, so right there you can see all the other frequencies being displayed, all the other harmonics, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what the object is, everything has a frequency that it naturally resonates at, even this floor, even your eyeballs. Your eyeballs will resonate at around 18 or 19 hertz. And if you've got enough SPL to do it, you can rupture your eyeballs, but you'll probably die before they rupture. So what I've done here is I've wired this to an amplifier, and now I'm going to generate 1200 hertz and stick the glass in front of it. Alright, here we have this set up. Not too sure what's going to happen. Either way, what I've got here are some safety Ray-Bans. Alright, there we go, that's better. 1200 hertz is actually quite loud, so now I don't have to be next to it. Alright then, let's see what happens. I've got the volume turned up quite loud. Wow, nothing's happening. Well, this was a bit of a fail. I can't take the volume up any higher. Alright, so what else could I do with this to try to get it to break? And by the way, during those short 1200 hertz bursts, which were actually made a little shorter because I shortened them in the video editor, the voice coil, started to smell. So I can smell it now, and the volume that I was using was pretty much close to max, so I can't really max this out anymore because it's going to burn out. Now I can increase the volume, add another one. Alright, so what we'll do is move this over to here like that. Yeah, about there. Okay, that's good enough. And now the other one sticks to the radiator. Look at that. Alright, there we go. Got this wired up, and I've put the amplifier into stereo mode. Switched it over from bridged. The only problem that I'm having right now, Her Majesty the Pancake is in the room. So, alright, let's see what sort of results we get this time then. Alright, let's just double check the speakers. Right, left, nice. Alright, so all the volume knobs are at 3 o'clock. Alright, so that's pretty cool. When I turn off the sound, the glass keeps ringing. Yeah, it's a glass. Nice. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Now, there is something else I could do. Alright, so I've made a few changes to the sound. Here we have 1200 Hertz. There we have 3.2. And here we have 6000. That is 600. So yeah, basically those were the frequencies that were standing out, and I've put them into FL Studio. So those there are actually about 80 Hertz off. And this is the project name in Davinci Resonance fail, because I don't think this is going to work. And there we go, let's try again. Now, is this going to work or not? I don't think it's going to work. Also, you're wondering to yourself whether or not I actually need to put these in a box before this works. Well, 1200 Hertz doesn't really need a box. And people are breaking these with their voices, so what does that tell you? Right, anyway, I'm not wearing the Ray-Bans. Okay, all the volume knobs are at 3 o'clock. Let's give this a last try. Well, the glass still rings. Alright, well I haven't posted an actual fail in a while, so there you go, you're welcome, and I can still drink out of this. Alright, so it's been about an hour and I've come back upstairs. I was downstairs and I can still smell the coil. So, two things I'm not sure about. One is whether this speaker is alright or not. I mean, it seems alright when I do this. Like, it's not scraping or anything, so I'm pretty sure it should be alright. And two, whether this is the actual speaker I can smell, because there's two of them. Alright, yeah, this is the one I can smell, so we've got that out of the way with. Alright, so we might as well check to see if this is alright or not. Play this track, and it's being low passed. So I'll just turn it up a little bit. Alright, seems as though it's alright. Not too sure what to do with these speakers though. But yeah, awesome.